iPhone 7 leaked back shows us a more refined final product. Benchmarks of the regular Galaxy Note point to a US launch whether we like it or not, and sales figures for the LG G5 don't paint a pretty picture in quarter results. I'm Jaime Rivera, and somebody told me to keep calm today as if they actually noticed what day it was. This is Pocketnow Daily. As we try to do every day, the official news today begin with deals. Those of you in the market for the Galaxy S7, you might want to consider a listing in the link in the description. There is a seller on eBay selling devices new other. They're new, just either the packaging's wrong or new other means a lot of things on eBay. But the point is that these phones are pristine and they're currently $430. For a Galaxy S7, that's a steal. I highly suggest you look at the link. And speaking of the things that make devices like the Galaxy S7 powerful, Qualcomm has just detailed what to expect from the Snapdragon 821. We should expect the processor to reach devices later this year, which is interesting because we were waiting for the Snapdragon 823, and apparently the differences between these is pretty much nothing, up to the point where the differences between the Snapdragon 821 and the Snapdragon 820 are just 10%. Then again, if you consider 10% of an already very powerful, very capable processor, 10% is 10%, and obviously it's not like if it's going to make the phones more expensive. Cannot wait to see the first product. Now, one company that went all out with specifications and unique design and didn't really pay off was LG. The LG G5 is probably one of our favorite phones, but it hasn't really been the favorite of the market up to the point where analysts are already claiming that only 2.5 million units have sold. Analysts are not predicting more sales than 5 million units by the end of the year. So if you do the math over how many Galaxy S7 units have been sold, how many iPhones have been sold, it's a really, really bad number, and it's very sad. The LG G5 is a really good phone that could have been so much better if it had a little more time in the manufacturing process and everything. Now, one of the things that we've covered extensively lately are benchmarks for the Galaxy Note 7. We've seen that there's an Edge variant. We've seen that there's a possible regular variant with lesser specifications. We were expecting for these variants to reach other markets, but then we saw leaks for Verizon, and today's benchmarks also claim that it can come to other US carriers, meaning don't think that we're going to be saved by the regular Galaxy Note 7. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to be a chump phone. Apparently, it's just going to be a Galaxy S7, the larger chassis of the Note. It will still be a good phone. We were just waiting for more. And finally, the very hot news today have to be the leaked chassis of the iPhone 7. We were kind of skeptical over the larger camera hole, over the change in the antenna lines, over everything else that we could expect from this phone, but you've got to notice two things. Number one, it looks really good. It pretty much looks like an iPhone 6S, but with a better, more refined back. Two, where is the smart connector? Apparently, these leaks are for the 4.7-inch model, meaning that the larger variant could bring the no-holds-barred specifications, and it seems that the 4.7-inch model is not going to bring these, which leads me to the question of today. Would you be okay with the iPhone 7 buying the 4.7-inch model and not having all the features, or would you prefer to go for the Plus or the Pro just because of those ads? In my case, it will really depend on what features these are, because so far, hey, if the Apple Pencil works on that thing, then fine. I'll go for it for that and the extra battery life. But then again, and everything else, I always prefer the smaller iPhone. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, you know the way it goes. If you want to get the news earlier before the video is filmed, follow us on Pocketnow.com and hit that subscribe button down below for more videos like this one. You can also catch our videos on Vessel.com/Pocketnow, and follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.